What's good, everybody? It's your boy Eddie and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day. For today's video, we actually have some super fire heat. So before we even continue, guys, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below as well as the notification bell. And just to get right into it, we have none other than the A Ma Maniere and Air Jordan 12 from the She Is the Blueprint collection in the black colorway. And I have to say, guys, that this is a really dope colorway, but I'm gonna be 100% transparent off the rip by saying I love the white colorway way more than the black colorway, just due to the fact that the white colorway has that nice white leather on it with that nice hairy suede on it as well, and it kind of gives some contrasting details while making the shoe pop a lot. So again, this is a very dope shoe with nice colorway, but to me the white colorway got it more. But fortunately and unfortunately, I did hit these sneakers in the A Ma Maniere in-store raffle from a local New Jersey store that's not too far from New York City, and I did enter for both the black and white colorways, but they only gave me the raffle W for this black pair. And that's pretty interesting because usually when you enter for both pairs and you actually win one raffle, they usually send you the other shoe. So I'm going to assume that the white pair is super limited because again, I definitely entered these raffles before and they have given me both pairs. So I'm not gonna feel mad or entitled or anything like that because again, the drop is tomorrow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the drop. And if I strike out, you know, I strike out. It's all good. Like, I ain't gonna trip over it. But again, I definitely think that that color is way better than this one. So with that, guys, I do have to say that this Air Jordan 12 A Ma Maniere sneaker does have a lot of details within it. But before I even continue with that, guys, as per usual with all my videos, I like to go into the history as well as the inspiration of the shoe. So just a quick brief history of the Air Jordan 12 itself. It originally released in January of 1997 in the cherry colorway, which is pretty interesting. And what I do like about this collaboration as well is the fact that this actually looks like a more luxurious version of the Flu Game sneaker, as well as the white version of the sneaker looking like a more luxurious version of the cherry 12s. And especially in Brooklyn, guys, I think these 12s are gonna go crazy because back in the day, like in 2007 to 2009, and a little bit further beyond that, the 12s was like a hot sneaker. They made the Obsidians, as well as the suede Flu Games that came out in 2009, which I personally think is a more superior version to the OGs. I know that the OG is the OG, as well as Jordan getting the 38 points while having a Flu and all that, but I just like the materials and the details on that 2009 Flu Game sneaker. But again, I think this is where A Ma Maniere kind of came in and said, like, if you guys couldn't get that sneaker, let's give you these, because we still have those black and reds. Obviously this is more like a burgundy or maroon colorway, but it still gives that 2009 Flu Game feel to it while looking way more premium. Then when looking at the inspiration behind the shoe, which I briefly mentioned earlier in the unveiling of the sneaker, was the fact that this is from the She Is the Blueprint collection. And just to put things short, I mean, A Ma Maniere does have the video on their YouTube page, but it's a beautiful video about how black woman is a blueprint and how when they have their kids, they have to love them and nurture them and then raise them up to become basically the future, and how when they raise them and nurture them, they literally are being the blueprint to their kids and their future generations, which also ties into the A Ma Maniere Air Jordan 3, which literally is called Raised by Women. So I personally believe that this is literally a full circle moment behind all of the A Ma Maniere collaborations. And if you guys didn't know that, I hope that you guys know that now. And I personally resonate with this story just due to the fact that my mother is a black woman who raised and nurtured me to be a good kid, as well as somebody who contributes to society and just does the right thing as a whole. So that's just something I briefly wanted to note, guys. So now let's just go into the box details real quick. So as with all A Ma Maniere collaborations, we do get the A Ma Maniere branded sleeve, which I think is pretty nice. And they always find a way to make it like a different color or do something different with it, but I think that's just a nice detail right there. And then when we actually look at the box itself, we do have the OG Air Jordan 12 box right here. So it kind of has that cardboard detail, which you can see the Jumpman on right there. Then when we go onto this side of the lid, you can see that it's a little bit red with the A Ma Maniere Jumpman details. Then when we go onto this side, it does say quality inspired by the greatest ever, and they're obviously talking about Michael Jordan. Then when we go into the front of the lid right there, you can see that Jordan logo. And then finally, we do have that sticker tag right there. And it does read off as Women's Air Jordan 12 Retro SP, and the colorway shown is black, and burgundy crush. And I went with my true to size, which is a size 8. But remember, guys, that this is a woman's sneakers. So whatever your true to size is, for example, my true to size is a men's size 8. You would have to go a size and a half up in women's sizing in order for it to convert to your actual men's size. So again, I am a men's true to size 8. However, in the woman's conversion, I am a 9.5. So that's just something to note right there. Then when we open this right here, we do have that standard story that's being told by a picture under the lid. So we do have the A Ma Maniere logo right there. And I'm going to assume that that's Jordan right there, like kneeling over or coughing or something, just due to the fact that he did play his Flu Game sick, like he was like actually sick, and was able to drop 38 points, especially in those times. That was something unheard of, which is what makes the whole entire story compelling. Then when we move on to the wax tissue paper, we do have the A Ma Maniere branded tissue paper right there. And we do have like some regular white wax tissue paper, but that's not anything important to know right there. So now, guys, what you all came here to see is the details of the sneaker. So once we grab this beautiful sneaker right here, guys, again, we do have the Air Jordan 12 profile. But what I really like about this sneaker is the fact that when you look at it, you do see an Air Jordan 12, but when you look at the details and even the shape of the shoe, you can see that A Ma Maniere has put their stamp on the shoe. So this is actually something that I learned from Nightwing's page, who is the owner of Wear Testers, and you guys have probably seen that guy. He's a sneaker OG that does all the full details, the tech specs and all that type of stuff, which kind of inspired my style of reviewing as well. But what he actually detailed in his review is the fact that when you actually put this Air Jordan 12 A Ma Maniere next to like an OG or retro, this is actually a way sleeker shoe. So even though it fits the same, it feels nice and all that type of stuff, the paneling for some reason, maybe the leather is less puffy or something about it, even if it's the same size, the shoe actually looks way slimmer to like a regular Air Jordan 12, which is pretty nice. But now when we look at the toe box right here, guys, we do have the standard Air Jordan 12 toe box, if you guys are not familiar with it, but we do have it in this kind of nubuck material, which is pretty nice. But with all Air Jordan 12s, we do have these kind of like radial or circular stitching, and it literally goes all around the whole entire upper of the shoe, which is pretty nice. Then when we move more up onto the shoe, you can actually see that we have these nice quality black wax laces, which is really nice, and I think it does make the shoe pop. Unfortunately, this sneaker does not come with an extra pair of laces, but if you guys know me, I love wax jeans, I love wax cargos, I love wax denim, so I love the wax laces. This is something that is just really nice, and is a subtle detail that just makes the shoe look way more quality compared to the standard retros that we see every day. Then when we move on to the tongue, guys, you're probably not going to be able to see it on the camera, but we do have these words right here, and it does say TWO 3. So that just basically says 2-3. That's Michael Jordan's number. Obviously, I mean, there's nothing much more to explain about that. And then when we actually go to the tip of the tongue, this is one of my favorite details, and it's due to the fact that we do have this metal A Ma Maniere logo right there. And again, you just feel the collaboration vibe of the sneaker. It looks like an Air Jordan 12, but you do see these nice little sprinkles that A Ma Maniere puts here and there to make sure that you guys remember, hey, this is an Air Jordan 12, but this is an A Ma Maniere collaboration. And you know, we all about that luxury, that vibe, that black, that burgundy. That's all we about, and that's what we gonna do. And you definitely get that vibe on the sneaker, which I think, again, is a really nice detail. Once we move on to the inner lining of the shoe now, you can actually see, which is standard to all the A Ma Maniere sneakers, we do have a quilted inside, but it is in that black color. And personally, for me, I think some people don't like that quilted feel, but I love all my A Ma sneakers that I've kept that have that quilted feel to it. It has that nice padded feel to it, and again, at least personally for me, I do associate that quilted feeling with a feeling of luxury. Then we go into the lateral side of the shoe, guys, which I think is another dope detail about the Air Jordan 12, is the fact that on the OGs, it is a leather overlay. However, what I do love about the Air Jordan 12 model is the fact that when you compare it to Air Jordan 13, you just see the direction that they was going towards. Then when you look at the Air Jordan 13, it has a huger overlay on it, and it does have like leather details or sometimes the mesh 3M details. And I think that's just nice seeing the evolution of the Air Jordan 12 to the Air Jordan 13, and then even moving on to the 14, which is one of my favorite Air Jordan silhouettes, the playoff 14s, other than the fact that it's the last shot. It's just a dope shoe. But anyways, when focusing back onto the shoe now, when we look at the eyelets, which is standard to the Air Jordan 12, we have these regular hold eyelets. But then at the top, we do have two eyelets right here, and I don't think it's metal. It's due to the fact that when you like press on it, it doesn't feel the same as this metal, like it dings. So I don't think this is metal. This is probably like a nice plastic or some type of alloy material that makes it look like a metal, but it's not actually a metal material like on the tongue tab. So I think that's a little bit disappointing, because if you have it right here, why couldn't you just add it right there? But you know, it is what it is on that. So we do again have the A Ma Maniere logo as well as the Jumpman logo. Then when we go into the back of the heel tab now, we do have what's standard to all Air Jordan 12s, which I think is really dope. So we do have the Jumpman logo right there. So again, it does say Jordan in caps right here, and then right under it, it has the same quote on the box: quality inspired by the greatest ever. And again, who else would they be talking about? I mean, this is Michael Jordan sneaker, so it is what it is on that. And then finally, guys, we do have that 23 logo right on the bottom of the heel, which is pretty nice. Then on the lateral side, the same thing pretty much follows suit. We have a smaller hairy suede overlay. Then we do have those alloy materials right there with the A Ma Maniere logo as well as the Jordan brand logo. Then when we actually focus onto the midsole of the shoe, we actually have a full zoom length air unit in this midsole, which is pretty nice. It makes the shoe pretty comfortable and very good to play basketball in. And something else to note is the fact that we do have this burgundy colored Jumpman logo right there. Then when we go into the outsole of the shoe, guys, I mean, there's a lot of things going on. We do have that Air Jordan logo right there, and then we do have the 23 logo, which is pretty nice. And next, we do have this herringbone traction pattern right there. And then in these gaps, you can see that carbon fiber shank plate right there. And then again, it just caps off with another herringbone traction pattern right there. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much gonna conclude the left side of the shoe. So let's briefly go into the right side real quick. So the same thing pretty much follows suit, other than two details. So the first detail is on the tongue tab right here. So remember how I said it has an A Ma Maniere logo on the left shoe. On the right side, we do have that standard Jumpman logo, but in this metal detail, which is pretty nice. Then when we actually go onto the back heel area now, instead of saying Jordan, it does say A Ma Maniere on it. And again, stamps that official brand collaboration, which again is a really nice detail and shows that A Ma Maniere has a foot in the game and that they going crazy and they here to stay with Jordan brand and Nike and all that type of stuff. And an accessory that does come with this sneaker is this brand tag right here. So we do have the A Ma Maniere logo as well as the Jumpman logo. And one final detail to note about the shoes is the fact that we do have these Dream Cell polyurethane insoles, but we do have it in this A Ma Maniere monogram logo, which looks really nice. And then on the bottom of it, we do have that Jumpman logo, which again, looks pretty nice. So other than that, guys, I think that's gonna conclude all the details about this shoe. So now let's get right into this on full look, all right? Y'all, so that's pretty much going to conclude the review as well as the on full look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for y'all. Guys, this is a super dope shoe. I definitely think that the white colorway is way better than the black colorway, but again, nice collaboration, nice storyline, something that definitely resonates with me especially. And yeah, guys, that's gonna conclude the entire review. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family and all that. And just keep doing what y'all doing to help push the YouTube algorithms and help my channel grow. Again, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support that you've given me. I appreciate it so much. And March is full of a lot of releases. And hopefully I do hit the white colorway of the sneaker to give y'all another review. But again, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe because we're going to have a lot of releases coming out this month and I don't want y'all to miss any of them. So other than that, y'all, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.